Intersport was established 5 years ago here in China. So in 2013 we opened the first stores. Nowadays we have 27 physical stores plus online, where our shares are roughly 40 to 50% online and 50 to 60% offline sales. Our target consumer is roughly the same what we have globally. So we call it the everyday athlete, so the performance athlete who is doing different sports 3 to 4 times per week. So we really target the person in China also who is doing sports. So for me, the biggest difference between the Chinese sports market and the global sport market is that the Chinese sport market is mono-brand focused. So for example, Nike, Adidas, they have 7, 8, up to Adidas 12,000 stores here in China, and even Chinese brands have 6, 7,000 stores like Anta, Li-Ning, Xtep, so that is the biggest difference. Then there's Decathlon here, 250 to 300 stores now, but the multi-brand sports stores which are dominating Europe, America, Australia is almost not existing here in China. So we as Intersport, we keep our positioning here in China. We are the multi-brand, multi-category specialist, even though we change the assortment a little bit also in the categories. So for example, here in China, the sports style is a very important category, but also basketball, whereas football maybe in the rest of the world, or especially in Europe, is a big category. Then fitness training is quite big. Maybe like racket sports or winter sports are not that big, but growing here, same like football. In terms of consumer experience, it's much more digital. So people expect that they can find you online, that they can find everything what you sell online, that you do much more social media marketing, online marketing. So that is probably the biggest difference between the markets. So consumers expect a much more digital experience also in the stores here. So, but it's not only to put screens in the stores showing some brand videos, but it's really about interacting with technical elements. And secondly, it's also important, there's 1.4 billion Chinese. We have 27 stores nowadays here, so we cannot reach all the Chinese consumers with our 27 stores. Even a brand which has 6,000-7,000 stores in China is not reaching all the consumers. So it's very important to have that O2O, this offline to online and online to offline experience in China. For digitalization in China, I take our Tmall X Intersport store as an example. So we opened that in cooperation with Alibaba. That's the first intelligent sports store in China, and we have a lot of tools there. So it's about consumer information. When you take off the shoe from the shelf, you get information, sizes which are available. We have a magic mirror which has artificial intelligence recommending products to you. So we have tools which are interacting but also helping to convert people, and that is really the important part of digitalization. It's not about like having screens in the store, but about having better conversion from visitors to consumers in the store. So there are different tools there, and for convenience we ship the products to the consumer's home via a smart logistics solution. So that all helps the consumer but also the store staff to convert visitors to consumers in our stores.